So, what if the journey of parenting a child with developmental challenges wasn't this difficult road you have to navigate? What if it was actually about charting an incredible adventure? That's the idea we're going to get into today, a whole new map for that journey. So let's start our journey here. Welcome to the Terakoya Occupational Therapy Room. You know, that's the feeling the creators of this whole framework, the NPO Habilis, really want to create. A welcoming, safe space where you and your child can learn and grow together.
You see, for so many parents, this journey, it doesn't even feel like a path. It feels more like you're lost, stuck, stuck in a swamp, surrounded by this fog of worry and a really deep sense of being all alone in it.
Wow. Just hearing a parent say something like that, it's absolutely heartbreaking, isn't it? It just captures this deep, painful feeling of self-blame that so many parents carry around. This quiet belief that somehow they are the ones at fault. And that emotional weight is exactly why a new way of thinking is so badly needed.
And this feeling, it really comes from what the source calls the 3 great worries. First, you notice something is different with your child. Then, you feel like nobody on earth understands what you're going through. And finally, you turn all that blame inward. But it doesn't even stop there, because that's often piled on top of just sheer chronic exhaustion and this heavy guilt you might feel towards your other kids. All of that together, that's what creates that swamp of worry we were just talking about.
Okay, so how do you find your way out of that swamp? Well, the answer lies in a pretty radical shift in perspective. It all starts with finding a brand new compass for your journey, and it's something the NPO Habilis calls a gift.
And this is the crucial shift right here. The old way of thinking, right? It looks at a child and it focuses on the problems, the deficits, things that need to be fixed. But this new gift model, it looks at the exact same child and sees something totally different. It sees unique talents, these special traits, a gift that you don't fix, you maximize it. It's a complete game changer.
And this whole philosophy is built on one really powerful word: habilitation. It's actually the idea right there in the name, habilis. And it's basically a total rejection of the need to fix something that's broken. Instead, it's this profound message for your child. You are wonderful exactly as you are. Okay, so if gift is the big idea and habilitation is the foundation, what's the actual practical tool you can use? Well, the source calls it the map of development. And this gets at a huge problem so many families face, right? That feeling of being handed some generic, one-size-fits-all cookie-cutter plan that it just doesn't work for your family. The map of development just throws that whole idea out the window. It's not a pre-made map you follow. It's a tool to help you draw your very own.
And the map itself is actually beautifully simple. It's really just built around 2 main parts. You've got these 3 symbolic islands, and each one holds a specific tool to help you understand things. And then there's a set of 9 really powerful questions that are designed to spark a deep internal conversation with yourself.
And this is where the map really shows its magic. I mean, look at these questions. They're not just about your child, are they? They're about you. They're pushing you to think about your own values, your own desires, to kind of break free from all those preconceived notions of what parenting should be, and instead ask, what kind of life do I actually want to live?
So when you start using this map, you're not just following steps. You are fundamentally changing your role in this whole journey. You stop being this passive receiver of problems, and you become the architect of your family's future.
This really sums up the whole shift. You go from feeling like you're just reacting to problems to actively creating the future you want. You stop being the person who's stuck in that swamp, and you become the empowered adventurer who's literally drawing the map to get out.
And that's the whole point, right? It's not about finding the right map. It's about creating a map that is uniquely yours. The goal isn't to find some single perfect answer out there, but to build a path that feels authentic and powerful for your family and no one else's.
All right, so let's boil all of this down. If you're ready to think about this as a lifelong adventure, what are the key things you really need to remember?
Okay, here's your new path forward. Number 1, shift your whole viewpoint from seeing a problem to seeing a gift. Number 2, use the map as a tool for talking to yourself, not as a rule book.
3. Really own your power to create your family's own unique path. And maybe the biggest one of all, give yourself permission to let go of all that pressure to be the perfect parent.
And this all leads to a final, really beautiful idea from the source, Shugai Hatatsu, which means lifelong development. See, this isn't just some temporary childhood issue that you solve and then it's over. No, it's a continuous journey of growth for both the child and the parent. The whole family evolves together, adapting to new challenges, work, relationships, all of it. Your map is going to change because your adventure is always continuing.
So we'll leave you with this question to chew on. What if your family's greatest challenge is actually the start of its greatest adventure? Anyway, if you found this explainer helpful, well, the editor is telling me to say please subscribe and give us a high rating. Thanks for watching.